Hi and welcome to the Off My Block video series called The Quitter's Guide to Smoking. This particular video, which is part 3, comes from the episode called Summer, which you can click to right here, that link. You can also see other videos in this series by clicking this link here. Well, I hope you like it, and if you do, please give me a big thumbs up, share it and subscribe. Last week I set myself a goal to start to mentally prepare to quit smoking, and I've done that over the week. Consciously thinking about every time I have a cigarette, not just that hand to mouth thing, but every time thinking about it and mentally thinking, I don't want to do this anymore. Getting prepared for it. I don't want to smoke anymore. So the fourth step in this graduation is to start saving some money. Now, whether you smoke a pack a day or one cigarette every week, there are ways you can start to save money, so you can see that immediate reward. Now, me, I smoke around about 10 a day. Now that works out at about a packet every 2 days. Now if we were to extrapolate that, that would be 15 packets a month. Now those 15 packets a month, each packet costing around about $19, is going to give me $285 that I need to spend. That's quite a bit of money. Now, if I were to go to tobacco and go for the smallest pouch, depending on what you can afford. Now, I work on a weekly basis at the moment, so a 30-gram pouch of tobacco, if we're talking roll your own, including things like your papers and your filters, is going to cost you about $40 every week. So times that by 4 and we've got $160. It's quite a drop if you consider it. Now, roll your own cigarettes, or rollies as we call them, come in different size packs, 30 gram, 40 gram, 50 gram, and the bigger the pack you buy, the more economical it is. However, I'm not really in that position, so I do it on a weekly basis of 30 grams, and yes, it will last me a week. Get the right type of filter, then you can actually save yourself a bit more money, or stretch that pouch out a little bit further. And when I talk about filters, is there are normal filters, slim filters, super slim filters, and ultra slim filters. Now the smaller the filter, the less tobacco you use. So that's another way to save money on your tobacco. And that means that every time you have a cigarette, you actually consume less smoke, less tobacco, less of all those other chemicals. Now, no matter which way you cut it, every time you smoke, you're still taking in all those chemicals, whether it be one cigarette a week or a pack a day. Now, those chemicals are numerous. There's over 4,000 chemicals in a cigarette, whether it be a tailor-made cigarette, which is a packet of cigarettes, or your rollies. Now, I'm just looking on the internet here. We've got over 4,000 chemicals listed right there in a cigarette. Now, I don't need to tell you that that's a shitload of chemicals. Over 4,000. So every time you have a smoke, it's damaging you. So without having to go cold turkey and get over that whole habit thing and the nicotine withdrawal and everything that makes giving up smoking really, really hard, what do you do as well as try and save money? Well, that brings us to our next point. Last week, I ordered some e-cigarettes. Yes, e-cigarettes. I know they're not at the moment trendy, and yes, we talked about it last week. The long-term effects of e-cigarettes aren't really that known because they haven't been around that long, and there is a lot of controversy around the subject. But as I said last week, there's just so few chemicals in an e-cigarette compared to 4,000 in a cigarette. Now, even at the same price, that information alone is enough to make me look at the alternative. And last week, I clicked on to a New Zealand site that does the e-cigarettes, and I got them. Here we go. I even treated myself to a little case that it comes in. So, what do you get? Well, first of all, if I can open this, you get a battery. Now, in this particular company, it's a little bit bigger than what you would expect a tailor-made cigarette to be, because you also have a cartridge, and this is the magic right here. Inside this little beastie is an element that heats up a liquid solution which contains nicotine, and if you wanted a flavour. And the flavours come anywhere from a tobacco flavour through to a vanilla, cherry, chocolate, you name it. This is actually vanilla flavoured. So it just connects onto the battery like that, and you just use it like a normal cigarette. It gives you the same feeling, and it gives you the same amount of nicotine. You can choose the nicotine level that you want to go for very high, medium, low, none if you want, and so gradually you can cut down. The only problem I've found with an e-cigarette is that you may actually smoke a little bit more than what you should do, because there's no indication of if you've gone through a cigarette. With a normal cigarette, once you get down to the tip, once you get down to the butt, that's it for the cigarette, you put it out. This one, it'll just keep going until it's finished. There are around about 400 puffs per cartridge, which is about a packet. Now here's the real good thing. Here is a pack of cartridges. There's 5 cartridges in that. Cost 20 bucks, or $19.99. 20 bucks for that. So that'll last around about a week for me. 4 weeks makes it $80. So $80 a month, as opposed to $285 a month if I were to do a packet every 2 days. That's a big savings. So step 4 is to start saving money by changing your smoking habits. If you smoke tailor-mades, get roll your own. If you're already on roll your own tobacco, cut down the filter size. Alright, so cutting down the filter size will give you more tobacco over a longer period of time for the same pouch weight. Now, if you're already on the smallest filter you can do, then I highly recommend going for the e-cigarette. If you want to go straight from tailor-made cigarettes to e-cigarettes, that's also good. So step number 4, start saving money. Now if you need another reason to switch to e-cigs, just look at the back of the pack. Now, I said before that each cartridge has up to 400 puffs. Now, I just read it now and it's not. It's 300 puffs. Some other brands have 400, some other actually have less. But it contains propylene glycol, water, flavouring and nicotine. Now the flavouring itself could be a bunch of different chemicals, but 4 different ingredients as opposed to 4,000. Pretty good reason actually. Now when you do make the change in how you smoke, set yourself a little goal as to how much money you want to save. Now I gave you a quick rundown on how much money I will save in my particular circumstance. Yours is going to be different. Make it something that you want. If you like movies, buy yourself a movie ticket with the savings, or a DVD or a Blu-ray. If you want to go out to dinner, or buy yourself something special, something that you like, whatever it may be, set that goal, go for it, and do it. Well, I hope you got something out of that, and if you did and you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up, share it all around, and subscribe by clicking the link below. You can see other videos from the series by going to the link here, and the episode which it originally came from, which is summer, which is here. So thank you for watching. Again, I hope you enjoyed it and you got something out of it. Until next time, please remember, keep calm and garden on.